Welcome to the Huntsville trip. Here we started off at the state park. The state park this time of year is very nice. Lots of colors changing in the trees. It's a beautiful, beautiful state park in just above Houston, about 60 miles above Houston. We started off the day enjoying the scenery. There's the lake there. We're up in the Piney Woods area of Texas. Here the boys are playing Jackson and Hunter, playing on the swing set, and they had a big climbing thing that they could climb on, and it was a lot of fun for the boys. Austin, of course, was there, and we got the RV settled here in a nice spot right in the woods, very private. Then we started off for the race day. Here's a picture of Austin getting ready for the race. Early in the morning, we started about 6 o'clock, and everyone joined up. It was a little brisk in the morning, about 50 degrees or so. Here we see Derek, Carolina, Malachi. Beautiful, it's a trail run, so it runs right along the lake. Here's a picture of the lake. Here are all of our friends that ran in the race. You got the Nelsons and the Browns, and then Maria and Austin there. Again, another picture of how beautiful the area was, autumn colors and the lake area there. Of course, the starting line here, they're all back about 3/4 of the way when this picture is taken, and here you see them starting to take off for the race itself. Now, this is the first checkpoint that we got pictures at. This is the Brown family here, Greg and Marcia. And then shortly thereafter, you see off there in the distance, up to the right, you see Maria in a red shirt, and then the Nelsons and Austin are right in front of her. Again, up to the right-hand corner, you see Maria and Austin, red, and then a white shirt, running together. Here come the Nelsons here, the gal there with the green shirt, and her husband to her left there, 282. Here they are running away from the checkpoint, Maria and Austin there. In the picture there. This is a typical trail of how they were running on the trail right through the woods. This happens to be one of the service roads. Some beautiful pine trees in the area. Really, really a very pretty part of Texas. Interesting enough, this is also swamp country, so you see a lot of palms and pretty much every type of tree that you could see. Here's Carolina and Malachi. Rooting on everyone at the trail side. We spent a lot of time encouraging people, and here come the Browns running up the trail, getting ready to move on. There we see Derek off on the right hand side, and Maria and Austin and the Nelsons there in front, all running together. Here they come, continuing. They're around the 7-mile mark at this point, 5 to 7 miles. Here we see them going off into the distance on the trail. Most of them weren't service access roads, they were actually trails. Here are the Nelson family coming in at the end of the race, 282 and 283 there. Greg Brown coming in there with the red shirt and the black dark pants on. And then Marcia Brown coming in at the final part of the race as well. Here come Maria and Austin. They were a little bit behind. They had gotten a little bit turned around and ended up running about almost 18 miles instead of the 15.5 miles. They look a little tired, but seem to be in good spirits. And here they are coming into the finish line. Long day. It was a hard race for them, but they made it. There's Jackson sleeping on top of Austin in the RV. That was a pretty funny picture, just laying down on the floor there. Here now we spent the rest of the day going into Huntsville and touring around and looking around Huntsville. Again, this is actually part of the state park. Another picture of the lake and the beauty. King's here at the soda fountain. We ate lunch there. Excellent lunch and a great deal, by the way. We'll see a couple pictures. They had some nice sandwiches, and then of course they had ice cream. And here we see Jackson, Hunter, and Philip. And, I'm sorry, that last one was Sam, and this one's Philip and McKay eating their ice creams, trying not to get it all over themselves. Here's Malachi with his nice, cool glasses on, having his dessert. Austin, the food goes in your mouth, not on your nose. Here's Austin trying to figure out how to eat. Maria enjoying a sundae. She had to have some, I think it was caramel that she wanted on top of her sundae, so they got it. This is Town Square with McKay and Sam and Hunter. Going back into the state park now. The road down into the state park covered with the trees there. This is a great sign. Alligators exist in the park, although we didn't see any alligators. We're told that they do exist. Another shot of the trailer there. Nice campsite that we had this time. It was really very enjoyable there. Here's Carolina and Malachi in a nice daughter-son moment. Again in black and white. Same picture of Carolina. Here again we see some of the colors that were available in the park. Changing of the trees. Beautiful time of the year in Texas to camp. The next few pictures are of a dodgeball game that we had. Here I'm picking up Jackson after he got slammed at home base. He stood in front of home base and got tackled by McKay, and literally all we saw was Jackson. We couldn't see Jackson anymore, just McKay on top. Here's Malachi rounding. Looks like he's rounding third base. Getting ready to go in. And this little kid pushing on Malachi, he just kind of joined our game out of nowhere. So I think his name was Seth. There's Austin trying to be a stud. Not really sure what he's so intent on looking at. Here's Hunter. And looks like McKay and myself and Jackson outfield. Here we're starting to head back. Trip's almost done. And heading back to Round Rock. We spent Sunday there and went to church. There's Jackson playing with Batman. And I think gets to play with Spider-Man there. And, of course, the infamous white glasses. It was a great trip.